Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. As you guys saw the title, we are going back to our roots. We are playing with the Tarte custom kit. She was late, but she still came to play. I honestly was literally, if you've watched plenty of my videos, you know I was sitting there like, when is the Tarte custom kit? Why is it not here? Blah, blah, blah. I love the Tarte custom kit. I'll tell you guys why in a little bit. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. We're gonna pull out the boom mug. I love this mug. It's a massive and it's just so cute. I could die. It's so stunning. I love this. I love this mug. I spilled coffee everywhere though, so let's not. Like I was saying though, I feel like definitely I remember first starting my YouTube channel and just like dreaming about the Tarte custom kit because everybody did these videos, everybody loved them and that kind of stuff. And so I always used to want it so bad. When I got my first one, it was like one of my favorite videos I've ever filmed in my life. It was one of my favorites. And so every season that it came out, there were always like those videos that I always did. Like I always did Ipsy, I always did there was these videos that I always did, sorry. And the Tarte custom kit was just one of them. And so this year when they decided to, at first I thought they were not going to do it. I was a little bit annoyed. I was like, Tarte, please. Like at the very least, I love these kits because I have so many Tarte cult favorite products that I love to have in my collection, and this is just an excuse to like stock up. And so obviously I don't always need to get like it's not always a restock. Sometimes it's trying new stuff, but there's also stuff that I've tried in the past that I've loved that I'm like, okay, like now I want a full size, that kind of stuff. I always just felt like it was just so perfect basically. So it's just like, come on. And then I know some of you guys like are diehards for this too. And I'm like, I always, obviously that you can't get the Tarte custom kit anymore, but I always think it's beneficial because hopefully they do a next one and you guys look forward to the next one. You know what I mean? I always feel like that's why I loved doing these videos so much, is that it made the hype real for the next one. And so, you know, hopefully they continue. I don't know if maybe they were just giving a test drive to see how many people asked about it and you know what I mean, and to see how many people actually bought it when the time came around, because I know, you know, a lot of people complain. I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot of people who are like, the Tarte custom kit again. I'm one of those people who are like, yes please. And now actually I think I'm getting my Ipsy this month. I was gonna say I stopped getting Ipsy, but I think I'm getting my Ipsy this month, which is fine. But like I feel like the Tarte custom kit, because it's only twice a year, like I really always wanted to do it. Let's find this thing though. Okay. I always like to take a video of the products just real quick because it doesn't go in an order of application. I'll just show you them really quick. So the first order they did was lips. I'll move over a little bit. And so they had like all the versions of the Tarte Maracuja, the Maracuja lip liner, lipstick, whatever, all those things quickly. I did pick the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip in the shade Clear because I've used it up. I love it. And I was like, I want it again. It was perfect. It's so good. Okay, then the next one was Cheek. So they had the Glow Wand, a blush, random products. They're always random. They had the Breezy Cream blush and bronzer, which I love the Breezy Cream blush and bronzer, but I was like, I don't know about that. So I did go with the Amazonian Clay bronzer in the shade Hotel Harris. And then we got eyes. I went faster than I thought. It was a bunch of, again, random products. They always do the eyeshadow palettes I hate, but the Tarte Maneater Catitude palette, if I didn't have it and decluttered it, I probably would have bought that because that's a good palette. I just didn't use it all the time. So I went with this random brow thing that I think only came in one shade. It's called the Busy Gal Brows. Whatever. Then it was complexion, and they had some good complexion products, not gonna lie. It just depends on what you want. They always have my tinted hydrator, but I went with the Hydroflex because I remember loving this so freaking much. They didn't have my normal shade, but I went with 32N medium neutral. I had to go back and forth. I was like, wait, which shade did I get? And I was like, before, because I usually get 34H. And then they do like skincare products, but also they do brushes. And if you don't know, like Tarte brushes are incredible. They did some setting powder. They threw a bunch of random products in this, not gonna lie. But I love Tarte brushes so much that I had to get a Tarte brush. Their brushes are so good. For mascara, they only had 4 options, but I've been wanting to try this for so long, the Tartlette tubing mascara. And so I was like, yes, please. And then for the bag, they only had 1 option, as you guys saw. So, um, I'll go over all the products again, but that was weird. So for the bag, they only had the 1 option, and it was just this black bag. And sometimes I go back and check because sometimes as they run out of products, they like put other options. But I don't know if they did a different bag. Usually there's like 4 or 5 bags. I thought it was funny. It was only one, which is it's a nice bag. It is. It's big. It fits it fit my full face of makeup in here. And it's nice. Like a lot of people will like it because it's basic, but I was like, 1 option, Tarte? What are we doing? I'm also throwing it back in double filming. I haven't done that in a hot minute, but I'm filming an eye shadow look with the ColourPop 1111 palette. I'll show you. She's a beaut. So definitely subscribe if you want to see that video because I think this one's going up first. I don't know. Anyway, I just primed the house down. Like I was saying, they did have the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator, which I love, but I did have a little mini guy here, so I was like, oh, I don't like necessarily need it. And then they have some other foundations that I don't personally love. I know other people love, but I don't. This one is my shade 34H for 34N medium neutral, and I always go for like 34N, 34H, 34, like those colors. But they didn't have any, so I went with 32N medium neutral. So I was like, it's probably just gonna be a little bit lighter. I remember loving the Hydroflex foundation. I think it's pretty similar to the Maracuja. I just think this one was a little bit, there was something different about it and I don't remember. We're gonna put it on though because I've been literally wearing the Maracuja all week. Literally just this, some setting powder, brow gel, and some mascara, and then a Summer Fridays lip butter balm, and that's been my go-to look. So I've been I know how it wears pretty well. So we'll try this one and I'll let you know what I think it is. We are gonna use the Tarte brush. They just make such good brushes. I have so many that I'm like, that I just reach for instinctively. Although, is this a powder brush? Do I want this for foundation? I don't know. It might work. We're gonna try it. This is so pretty though. Like, I love this. I don't know if I just put on too much. Yeah, it's definitely lighter, but it will definitely work for me when my tan fully fades because she's still hanging on, which I appreciate. But definitely most of my foundations are too light for me. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator is a little bit more hydrating. Honestly, that was pretty simple. It's a little bit more hydrating. This one's a little bit more of a softer, it's almost matte, like a soft matte, a more natural finish, but that leans more matte. Like if I use the NYX Plump Right Back, but probably if I was gonna wear this again, I would wear something a little bit more hydrating, because I feel like it could go dry, like look a little bit dry depending on the primer and stuff and the powder you use, that kind of stuff. This one just doesn't look as hydrating on the skin based on like initial wear. But I remember loving it, and I think this will be nice too for obviously those days that I don't want something as hydrating as the Tinted Hydrator, but I want something so like lightweight and just lets my skin peek through. I think that is just such that's the vibe, obviously, but it's just so pretty. Recently I've been obsessed, and so this feels just so lightweight and so breathable, but it is a little bit more of a natural finish. You could see the lights kind of picking it up in different spots, but like in person, it could borderline be too dry, but Again, I would probably just wear something a little bit more hydrating. I'm so glad I have that. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. And I feel like, again, I said this in my like fall vibes video, but like I go one of two ways during the winter. Like sometimes I want it to be glowy, sometimes I want to be more soft matte. And I feel like definitely I've been wanting the glow a little bit more, hydration glow a little bit more. But like I know that when it gets real cold, I'm gonna probably want the more just natural finish kind of vibe because I love it. I think it's so pretty. I love this brush, honestly. It is a nice foundation brush. I feel like this is like a version of the Tarte Maracuja for like people who have oily skin. Like if you have oily skin, I feel like you would like this version, the Hydroflex, a little bit more than like the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator, you know? I just use that brush for bronzer and I kind of love it. I'm also going to use it for some cream blush. I'm sorry, I meant for cream bronzer, but we're going to use it for some cream blush as well. Everything I use will be down below, but this is the LYS Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Self Love. So pretty. Okay, for bronzer, we're of course going to go with the Tarte Park Ave Princess. Sorry, no, this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Matte Bronzer in the shade Hotel Harris. I don't know, I just always have called it the Park Ave Princess Bronzer, but this is the shade Hotel Harris. Usually I use, well, in the past I've used the shade Park Ave Princess, but it was a little bit lighter, and so it's like, I think I want something a little bit tanner, and look how scrumptious this looks. Ugh, I'm gonna go with the other side of this Tarte brush. This is becoming my favorite brush right now. I'm just obsessed that you could do so much with it. I'm like, I've only used this brush. Actually, that's one more for powder, but I could technically use whatever side for powder if I wanted to. Oh my gosh, yeah. So freaking pretty. I feel like this is one of the cornerstones. I was saying that. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about books. But I feel like for like makeup, one of the cornerstones of bronzer was the Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer. Like, of course, we had Too Faced and Hoola bronzer, but like Tarte was in there. Tarte was in the mix. People loved this bronzer so much. I feel like that's the thing too. Tarte like was pretty hyped up, you know, years back or whatever. And not that people don't like it anymore, I just people don't talk about it more anymore. But I'm like, their quality is still so incredible. Like, you cannot deny it. So no matter what you feel towards Tarte, the quality is just superb. You cannot get enough. Like, you cannot deny it, I should say. I can't get enough, but you can't deny it. I think I got this in a past custom kit. It's a Tarte Shape Tape Stay Spray. I love this stuff so much. It smells so good, and it's just a long-lasting setting spray, but it's so good. It's so good, and it smells so good. It's a fun time. My skin just looks so good. I'm very happy about it. Next, we're going to go with some brows. This is the Busy Gal Brows Tinted Brow Gel. Again, there's only one shade. I don't remember choosing a shade, but it's the shade Black Brown, so maybe, I don't know. I would pick probably this shade anyway, but I don't remember picking a shade. But it's such a tiny little thing. And I was thinking about this because I was like, I just, typically if I'm like doing a no makeup look or whatever, I'll go for like a clear brow gel on my brows. But sometimes I'll add like a pencil or like a brow flick, and I'm like, wouldn't it just be easier, Marissa, if you use a tinted brow gel? I literally have 0 tinted brow gels right now, and sometimes, yes, they're a lot like to work with, and they're not my favorite because if they're too pigment, like whatever, I'm picky with them. So I just tend to go to clear. But I'm like, if you find a good one, you know, it will be good to have. And honestly, this one is proving to be really, really good. It just never looks the way I want to. It never looks the way I want to, but also my brows are hideous right now. I have not got them done in weeks, and I don't feel like going, which is horrible, but you know what I'm saying. You can just see how crazy they get at at like if you put too much, but it's not even like I'm putting too much. It's just that like it'll go from like not enough to too much way too fast. And so I feel like once my brows are done and like once I get the hang of it, it's not bad. Like, it's very small, which is making it should make it easier to control. But since my eyebrows are already so huge, it's like a hot mess. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do right now. Let's just add some foundation. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna definitely have to try that on another day when my brows are not massive because I couldn't even get through the video like that. There's no way I could continue. That was a hot mess. That was spooky ooky. There was no way that was happening. I mean, my brows are already scary just like the way they are right now. Like, they're definitely a hot mess. But I'm like, adding that color was not helpful. No, 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 no. Okay, I did bring a clear brow gel just in case. Well, we're heating. Alright, so I just had to add a little bit more to my eyes. Next, we're going to go in with the Tartlette Tubing Mascara. I'm so excited about this. People have loved this since the day it released. And Tarte does something else with their mascaras. Like, I don't think I've ever tried a Tarte mascara that I don't like. Because they're incredible every single time. They just do something so right. Also, like the cornerstone of mascara with Benefit there. They're amazing. So I'm excited. This is such pretty packaging. Oh my gosh, it's like weighted too. It feels luxe, which is nice. We got a little wand here. Look, what? Why is it taking me so long to try this mascara? What in the world? That is gorgeous. What the heck? That is stunning. It's incredible. It is so good. 10 out of 10. I'm amazed. Last but not least, we're going to go with my favorite. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. This is the clear one. They always have like every single option you could possibly want. So if you want to try the Juicy Lip Plump, if you want to try any of them. They don't have a clear Juicy Lip Plump, I don't think. Or else I probably would have got that one, but I don't remember checking actually. But I love the, look at how juicy. They're genuinely super juicy, and they make your lips look voluptuous and juicy. There's no better way to say it. They're amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, guys. Here's all those products. Again, just a quick recap. We have the Tarte Hydroflex Serum Foundation. It just looks so good. It looks so perfected, but it's not like overly glowy or dewy or anything. I do think also if you have super dry skin, I would go for the Maracuja Tinted Hydrator first. But if you ended up with this somehow, just wear it like a super hydrating primer underneath and it'll definitely work itself out. I think this is just so pretty, and I feel like oily skin probably would like this a little bit the most. What was next? Well, we could talk about the brush as well. I'm obsessed with this brush and I want 8 of them. I love Tarte brushes for some reason. I've never bought one, like just bought one. I feel like they always come in like sets and stuff, which is fine, but like I love them so much. They're so good, and this one is gonna be my new go-to. I need to like take it home and wash it right now. I think next is the bronzer. I love this bronzer. I think it is so stunning. And if the shade Park Out Princess doesn't work for you, this one is a nice shade. It looks a lot darker than it is, but you could definitely control like how it looks. And so I appreciate that. I love this formula. It's just a good matte formula. It's just a basic matte formula, but it's definitely just amazing. You know what I mean? It's just a good formula. And then we have, I think it's the brow gel. I'm to be determined. To be determined. I'll come back to you. I'll update you guys eventually, maybe. It's just like not my personal preference, but it's also hard because my brows are like massive right now. So I just have to, you know, try it on a different day. The mascara I'm obsessed with. I think it is so stunning and it's gorgeous. Like 10 out of 10. Yes, yes, yes. I love the whole experience of this. The packaging, the weight, and then the finish. It's just it's a home run. It hits all three, you know, it's perfect. And then last but not least, the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. I love these so much, or else I wouldn't have got the same one. But they're so good. I feel like I could use this one up. This packaging looks a little bit more, a little bit different, but actually I think the one that I had might have been from a holiday set. I'm not sure, but I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the bag. And then the bag is product number 7. I don't even think I told you that it's 7 full-size products for $49. Something like that. $69? I don't know. Yes, I think it's 7 full-size products for $70, $69, I think it was. So it's basically $10 per item. And then it was, obviously I had tax, so mine ended up being $71.02. The only thing I never think is ever, like, I wish they would give you a different product instead of the bag and then just throw in the bag, is the bag. It's like the only chaos. It's only like stupid product, but the rest of them are super fun. And so yes, let me know if you picked up a Tarte custom kit. Are you going to next time? I hope they keep doing them. Again, I love them. So when I use up my Maracuja Tinted Hydrator, I will repurchase it. There are just those Tarte. I have the Shape Tape Radiant Concealer. Again, there are just those Tarte staples that I love. I love getting a mascara that I love to restock on during this time, and so I always think it is worth it. Yes. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!